I'm looking at these for the purpose of, do I need to omit them? Meaning, they cannot be part of my thesis statement. One, because it's either too specific. So that means that I might possibly be able to use it as a detail later on in my essay or writing. So I'm going to start with number 1. Money does not prevent you from getting a disease. The first question I'm asking myself is what, class?
Is it too specific?
The first question that I'm asking myself is what, class? Is it too specific? Okay? Money does not prevent you from getting a disease. This is pretty specific because I'm talking about what? Just diseases. Is this something general that I could elaborate on?
No.
Okay? Could I possibly use this, however, as some type of detail in my paper?
Yes.
Okay? So I would just write the letter O for omit. Everyone has their O on the paper. First idea, I know that I can't really use it as my thesis because it's too specific. I can't really elaborate enough on that. Okay? The next one says, there are several free activities in cities for entertainment and fun. The first question I'm asking myself, is it too specific? Is this specific? Is it general? Can I elaborate a great deal on it?
Yeah. You can elaborate.
If you think that I can elaborate on it, meaning that it's not too specific,
It's open.
go ahead and stand up.
It's open.
If you think that I can elaborate on this idea, there are several free activities in cities for entertainment and fun. If I can elaborate on it, go ahead and stand up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, have a seat. If you think that I cannot elaborate on it, go ahead and stand up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm going to agree with the folks who think that we can't really elaborate on this. Yes. So I'm going to put an O. To omit.
You said kid or cannot?
Cannot. It's too specific. It's talking about specifically free activities in a city.
Yes. Yeah, but you said you can't elaborate on
No, we don't. If it's too specific, we might be able to use it later on as a detail. Right. So if it's too specific, it's not going to be part of our thesis statement because it's too tiny. We won't be able to give more details about it. Okay? Number 3. Money does not make you happy. You're going to find a person in the room and you're going to decide whether this detail needs to be omitted. What are the steps that you should be going through to determine if it needs to be omitted? Oscar. What are the steps that you need to be going through to determine if you need to omit this? And we're talking about omit it from what, class? What are we trying to omit this from?
Is it too specific or something like that?
Right. In terms of what? What are we talking about? The whole paper, or are we talking about the thesis statement? We're talking about the thesis statement. So we're trying to figure out what ideas can I omit from my thesis statement because it's too specific. So Oscar, tell me, what's the steps that you should be going through in your mind to figure out if you need to omit one of your details in your brainstorm? What are those questions that you're asking yourself? So that's the prompt, and we're talking about the ideas. We're trying to figure out if the ideas, whether I should omit it or not. What are the questions that you should be asking yourself to determine whether you need to omit it or not? Where can we go to find this information? Oscar, do you have it written on your paper? Okay, so where can you go to figure out the questions that you need to be asking yourself? Awesome. Okay, what are the 2 questions that we wrote down? Is it too specific? And what's the last one, Corey? Can I use this in my essay or writing later? Good. Find a Dave. In 7 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have your person and you're determining whether or not detail number 3 you can omit.
Flips Lamari baby.
Alright, let's go.
I'm working with that girl right there.
Who are we working with? Okay, so I'm listening.
I was working here. Number 3.
I'm listening. Ma'am, what's up? Alright, come on. What are the 2 questions that we should be asking?
It should be asking. I don't think
Okay, so we're talking about this detail right here. 3. What do y'all think? Detail money does not make you happy. The first question is it's non-specific. Okay, so could we use this as part of our thesis?
hello.
All right, what do we think? What? Okay, but if it's not specific, can we use that as part of our thesis? Because we need to omit it. Because we're talking about we want to be able to remove ideas from our thesis statement. So if it's not too specific, would that be something that we can use in the thesis statement? So will we need to omit that detail? Not right now. No, why are we not criteria is this okay, so it's not
Still one.
Jeanette, we can look at it. Corey and Yogi, whatever she
It's all like.
Alright, mom just see in 5. Oh, because she 4. Come on. 3. So I'm on 2 and y'all haven't moved. And 1. Everyone's back in their seats. Let's go.
Stop! Drop my jacket. She's not even over here.
Let's go.
It's like steak.
Alright, everyone is in their seats. Our mouths are off. Everyone is in their seats and our mouths are off. Good. So I was hearing some good conversation about whether we should omit it or not to omit. Stand on the top of your seats if you think we should omit it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, have a seat.
You said not?
I said not omit.
Y'all
were too excited. No, I said to omit. I'm sorry. So let's listen. Y'all were just too excited to stay on top of the chair. Listen to the question. You're standing on top of the seat if you think we should omit this. And remember, we're talking about omitting from the thesis statement. You need to ask yourself those 2 questions. So if you think that we should omit this, you're going to stand up. All right? Sit down.
Y'all just doing the effort.
Sit down.
No.
All right, if you think that we should not omit this, go ahead and stand.
But I like
All right, everybody have a seat. All right, so for number 3,
we shouldn't admit.
you should not omit this because Because why? Someone tell me why. I'll wait for the conversation to stop. I'll wait for the conversation to stop. Someone explain to me why we should not omit this from our thesis statement. Anthony? Okay, we haven't really gone into detail. Is it specific?
No.
Can I elaborate on this idea?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need to omit this. Let's look at 4 and 5. You're going to do those on your own. Tell me whether they should be omitted from the thesis statement using those 2 questions. This is an independent thing, so I can see everyone turned around. And you're determining whether details 4 and 5 should be omitted. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to determine. I'm going to give you 1 minute to determine whether you should omit them or not. Omit.
Is it relevant or not?
Your time has started. You have 1 minute. Whether it should be omitted, meaning we need to take it out of our thesis.
Give us one Sharpie.
We're not coming out hot though.
If you are done determining whether you can omit it, maybe add. I'm going to push you to think, what could you change about it where you can add it to the thesis? If you are already done determining whether you can omit it or not, what can you add to it, change about it, if you wanted to put it in your thesis? Alright, so I see that everybody's done, so let's do a quick little check. If you think that you should omit number 4, say omit.
Omit.
Alright, if you think that you should not omit number 4, say not. I'm going to try it again. If you think that you should omit number 4, say omit.
Omit.
If you think that you should not, say not. Alright, good. We should omit it because it's too specific.
Yes.
Alright, number 5. Some rich people are still very unhappy in life. If you think that you should omit, say omit.
Omit.
If you think you should not, say not.
Not.
Alright, who says not? Why would you say not, Chiyoki? Number 5? Some rich people are still very unhappy. What would you say is not specific about it?
Rich people. But it's talking about rich.
Okay, is it talking about a specific group of people?
Yes.
Well, is that specific? Okay. So for number 4 and number 5, correct. You should have omit. Alright? We did pretty good on that. So let's look at, we're going to skip combine from right now, and we're going to talk about toss. Toss means
Throw away.
throw away. Throw away. You're writing as I'm writing. Throw away. Trash it. Throw away, trash it. The question that you're going to ask yourself is, does this fit the prompt? Does this idea fit the prompt? Or does this idea fit whatever's in the middle of my brainstorm? So if the middle of my brainstorm had all the reasons why cats are lovable pets, I'm just saying,
Not too much.
if that was in the middle of our brainstorm, would I have an idea about how you can walk a lizard? Would that fit with your information?
No.
Alright? So for toss, throw it away, trash it. It doesn't even fit with the ideas that I should be talking about. Alright? Let's go back to my ideas. You're going to look through 6, 7, and 8, and you're going to determine, do any of those details need to be tossed? 6, 7, or 8. You're going to determine if any of those details need to be tossed. I want you to put a T for toss.
I put the word.
I want you to put a T for toss. T for toss. Thumbs up if you're ready. Got about 15 more seconds. Detail number 6 reads, if you work hard, you can earn free money for schools, grants, etc. Should this idea be tossed? Say toss.
Toss.
This idea should be tossed.
Which one?
We're talking about idea 6. If you work hard, you can earn free money for school, grants, etc. Should this idea be tossed?
Yes.
Okay, stand up if you think it should be tossed. Alright, have a seat. Stand up if you don't think it should be tossed. Alright, Corey, why do you think it should be tossed? Speak up, I can hear you. Okay, Corey thinks it should be tossed because it doesn't really have anything to do why money is not important. I could possibly agree with that if you work hard, you can earn free money for school grants, etc. It doesn't necessarily align very well. So for number 6, I could possibly toss that.
Yes.
Could I possibly use it?
Yes.
Someone tell me if I could possibly use it. How could I possibly use this, Ms. Moore?
You can use it because, like, it talks about why money is not important, so that basically means that you don't need money, but you can get free money.
Okay, so I could work it in there some type of way. But do I necessarily have to have it?
No.
Okay, so if you said toss, I agree. If you said keep, I'll agree with you as well. So you could possibly toss that one, or you could keep it and kind of make it work. Number 7, you need money to pay bills, eat, buy clothes, etc. If you think this should be tossed, say toss.
Toss.
Alright, if you think that we should keep it, say keep.
Keep.
Alright, raise your hand to say keep.
Keep.
Why?
Because, like, you need money.
Jaleesa.
Because you need money for all that.
Alright? That is true. Does it match up to money is not important?
No.
Okay, so would I keep that detail?
No.
Okay, that might be a very true fact, but would that support my essay, my paper that I'm trying to write?
No.
Okay, so I can toss that idea. And number 8, money cannot buy intelligence. I think I spelled that. Money cannot buy intelligence. Can we toss this?
No.
If you think we can toss it, say toss. If you think we should keep, say keep.
Keep.
Alright? You're going to continue between 9 and 10, and you're going to determine whether it needs to be omitted, whether it needs to be tossed. No, just leave it there. Alright, last 2, ladies and gents. For number 9, Should we omit? Money cannot solve personal relationship problems. If you think that we should omit this from our thesis statement, say omit.
Omit.
If you think we should keep it for our thesis statement, say keep. Keep. Okay, we're half and half. Why would you say keep, Ms. Bro? Did you say keep? What did you say? Number 9. Okay, we'll do it like this. Stand up if you said omit. Stand up if you said omit. Alright, have a seat. Stand up if you say keep it. Alright? Explain to me, so why you would keep it. Did you ask her, what are the 2 questions that you ask yourself? Is it too specific? Is it too specific? Can I elaborate on this idea? Yes? Okay. So is it too specific?
Yes.
No, it's not really that specific. I can elaborate on personal relationship problems. I can go on and on and on. Okay? So should I keep this?
Yes.
It's a possibility that I can keep it. So number 10, money causes several problems in the world, in life, and relationships. Should I omit?
Yes.
No.
No. Tell me what you think.
Yes.
Stand up if you think you should omit. Quickly, 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 quickly. Stand up if you think you should omit it. Alright, have a seat. Stand up if you think we should keep it. Alright, have a seat. I'm going to go with keep. So, the ideas that I kept could possibly be part of what, class? The ideas that I kept could possibly be part of what part of my paper?
Thesis statement.
The thesis statement. The ones that I kept could possibly be a part of my thesis statements that I write for my paper. Alright? Is everyone clear on that? Y'all did pretty good on that. I want you to take out your brainstorm that you just completed on the same prompt. Your brainstorm that you completed on the same prompt. And you are going to determine whether you need to omit a detail or whether you need to toss a detail. Those are the only 2 that we're talking about right now in Octo. Omit or toss.
Why